GTII is showing some indications of potentially testing some supports at the bottom side that we've already tested before. Let's go ahead and go over those because there may be a pretty nice bounce to expect from that support. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. This is ARCa coming at you with a GTII technicals, raw price action, and statistical thread of analysis on this Taco Tuesday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, team, so we are looking at GTII here on the monthly chart. Okay, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the channel that we've been riding for quite some time. Okay, so as you can see here, we have made a pretty nice contact point right down here at around 68 cents, 69 cents, right? So we got that bounce to the upside. That is essentially what I'm talking about here. There is an indication here that we may be able to face that support side one more time before a bounce to the upside. Okay, of course that's entirely conditional. We're gonna go ahead and just go over what the forecast can be over the next couple days, and then as the days go by, we'll be reactive to those days. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next chart here and see what else we have. Okay, so this is another indication that there is a possibility of retesting that zone. Okay, this is the falling wedge that we've been following on the 8-hour chart. And you can see that we're actually falling just below the support line now is a resistance, right? So there is a possibility that we can get that resistance touch right at about here, potentially. I'd say 84 to 85 cents, then we can actually test some bottom side supports, okay? So now let's move on to the next chart, see what else we have. Let's see. So, yeah, another thing here is, guys, is that we definitely have the Gaussian band, the mean band located down here as well, which is very much correlated to around that 70-cent zone. And, of course, we definitely have that 2-spot 618 at 71.68, right? So, in other words, this is very much in conjunction or correlated to this. Let me get the averages out of the way. Here we go, to this candle here, right? So there is that high potential that we would be able to test that once again, and then we can evaluate price action at that moment. Okay, so let's see what else we have here for our benefit, right? So I think that you know what, we can go ahead and look at volatility. We still have upside on the buy daily, but we want to just get some closer time frame perspective here. Okay, so 30-minute immediate short term is suggesting a little bit of a pullback. We are about to face that resistance on the SMA 14 here, 30-minute RSI, of course. And let's continue just a sec. Okay, and let's see the hourly time frame momentum, upside pivot on that momentum. Okay, nice. We are increasing in volatility. That's even better. And the buy hourly is still not reactive to any type of upside that the shorter time frames are giving just yet. Okay, so which is a bit indicative of continuing on to the downside. Of course, this is the buy hourly. It usually plays out fairly fast, right? This doesn't take days, although it could, right? But it doesn't usually take days to recover. Okay, another thing we can see here is that we're getting a bearish cross on the MACD. Very, very simple tools to tell you just where momentum can be going, right? You can clearly see here that we're getting a break below the SMA 14 and still suggesting a downside here. So what I can say, however, is that the stochastic momentum is getting oversold fast. And since it is a buy hourly, that could actually start correcting fairly soon, potentially even tomorrow. Okay, so now this is the monthly chart. We already saw this, right? So let's go ahead and refer to momentum here on several time frames. Okay, so we're gonna give a quick look here at the 30-minute immediate short term, finding that resistance that we just spoke about, right at the SMA 14. This is the buy hourly time frame, suggesting some downside, and we can start to see the potential of having a limited downside based on these time frames here. That's the 4-hour there. This is the 8-hour here, and this is the 12-hour. Okay, of course, you know, the daily is going to reflect that as well. So remember that the shorter time frames cascade into the larger term, right? So if we are to find some support within the 4 to 12-hour realm, which could be tomorrow or the next day, then that means that our downside is limited, and we're essentially breaking outside of the SMA 14 moving averages on these time frames, and we're about to use them as support validations or confirmations of breakouts before a continuation to the upside. That's also a possibility. Okay, so Very likely we can actually find that support there, but it is conditional, guys. We'll go ahead and take a look at what's happening with the price action as we move, okay? And also, you know that I'm streaming live, so you can always come in and request for GTII. Many people are doing that. They're just trying to get the the live perspective behind the price action or whatever's happening with GTII in that moment, right? So remember, you can come by. I'm usually streaming by around anywhere between 6:30 and 7:30 a.m. to around 10:30 a.m. Okay, yeah, so definitely Pacific time, by the way. So consider that, okay, you guys? And please remember, first and foremost, that I am not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very, very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.